Switch your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. God in your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live on another episode of the R3 Podcast, man. Woo, y'all. It has been a wonderful week, midday week, you know. And you know how it is. I always have great guests, great people on for you. All I have to do is do a couple announcements, because real talk, I'm going to just do a couple announcements and we're going to dive right in, because y'all don't understand. Today is going to be one of them days. See, when y'all be looking for certain stuff, y'all sometimes don't know what I have in the back pocket. And this one, I supposed to been gave y'all. So some things have happened since I was supposed to give it. So we're going to add a little more extra on that for y'all. I'm excited. I'm looking at her right now. She excited too. I'm excited. So, all right, y'all. Let me remind y'all where we at. Y'all know how I do. Boom, bada bam. Boom, baby. We here at the Vibe Studios here at 2075 Rush Place here in Lake Station, Indiana. It consists of Ron Reader, the VNO, what you know. Myself, Life Coach Jeff, a Redirect, Regroup, Refocus. Smooch Wallace, who is Smooch Wallace, baby? If you don't know him, please get to know him. He does a plethora of things. And also, Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. If you need your podcast or your radio show produced, please hit us up. This is what we do, baby. We're also doing a documentary of Fred Hampton Jr. as well. So we're following the man. I'm not following the man. I just want the man to sit down in the chair if he can. I don't know. Maybe he got a little ahead of us. I don't know. Maybe he got far away. I don't know if he can anymore. But anyway, we got things going on, people. And Mary also does short films as well. So, y'all, we got talent here. So if y'all want to take advantage of that, please do. Reach out to any of us on any of our social medias, and we got you, okay? Also, Shateria Beauty. I can't say it enough, y'all. T.L. Williams and his lovely wife, Ruby Gold Smoke in the House, have created Shateria Beauty. That is Shateria Beauty. Okay? Chicago's #1 vegan headline. I do this every episode. If you could see the mains, baby. If I had that much hair on my head, I swear I would use their stuff all the time. You told me that I can get my hair to look like that, it's over with. But real talk, y'all. They are giving cancer patients their hair back. They've been on Soul 106.3. They've been on Power 92. They've been on Rejoice talking about this stuff. So, y'all, solicit them. And their music as well, because they are both music artists. But that's www.shateriabeauty. That's Shateria beauty.com. Okay, a lot of people, they're giving cancer patients their hair back. Those are the testimonials. And that's where we at. So, all right, y'all. Like I said, I'm only doing a couple announcements because I'm not lying to y'all. I really just want to do a couple because we got to get into this one right now. Y'all know how I'm always giving y'all accountability. A lot of times when I'm by myself, you know, I get the silent talks, because that's what it is. When you put accountability on people, it's usually silent talks and silent listeners. Like, they watch you, but they not going to comment because they know you right and they know you talking about them. That's what I usually get. And this is another one who gets that as well. But she doing her thing, okay? And I'm going to have her talk about it. As I always say, you know, she can introduce herself better than I can. But y'all, here it is. Rachel L. Gary in the house. How you doing, my sister?
I'm doing very well, Jeff. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And like I told the people, this has been a long awaited overdue one, because one, we still got to get together and do work. And a lot of that is on me, Rachel, because of my schedule, not your schedule. A lot of that is because of my schedule and different things I got going on. So that's why I've been kind of waiting. So I ain't forgot it. When I tell you I ain't forgot about you, I truly ain't forgot about you.
That's all right. Whenever you come around, we're gonna still connect and make sure we have people grow and be the CEOs of their lives. We still gonna be on.
That's it. So girl, let the people know what you do, because I ain't saying nothing. I want you to, if I could let you cook for the hour and get these people the nuggets, because she giving y'all nuggets. Like, I say that about everybody to come on the show, but she gonna get. If y'all want to make some money out here, I'm talking about, I done gave y'all some stuff to make money, and I know y'all ain't listening because some of y'all ain't made the money yet. It's okay. But she gonna give you more. Like I'm giving you little Myron Golden stuff that can help push you in, but she gonna give you more. Okay. Who I gotta let the people know. I'm sorry. I gotta let the people know because I'm excited. Girl, talk to people. Let them know what you do.
All right, everybody. As he said, my name is Rachel L. Gary, and what I do is I'm a leadership coach. Not to be one more time, not to be mistaken for a life coach, as we got life coach Jeff, but a leadership coach. And what I mean by leadership is helping you find the mindset that is needed to grow your finances in a way that you can build lifelong growth and have a legacy. So I only talk to CEOs. That's you. And let me tell you who a CEO is. That person who's clear in their actions, empowered by their choices, and owning their direction. That CEO that is in your life.
Y'all don't understand. I love this. I live for this. And I know a lot of this has to do because I'm a coach, so I get it. I see where she coming from. It might be hard for y'all, but we're here.
Absolutely.
We're here. So Rachel, you have done a number of things. I mean, a number of things. You have had a great career in leadership, you know, and you have had tons of experience in what you do. And I need you to share that with the listeners so they can know, one, your credibility, you know, and two, what it is you're trying to offer them. We can get a little more in depth in that, because the thing is, I plan on giving them we're gonna give them some keys to the game, y'all.
Oh no,
we're gonna give them some keys. We giving y'all keys to the game. I just can't have Rachel on here. We can't give y'all no keys to the game. We giving up keys to the game.
Absolutely. We're gonna definitely do that.
Yes.
So first, I've been in leadership for 25 years. So what I mean by leadership is I have worked for Fortune 500 companies in higher level leadership. I started off my career making $7 an hour, guys, unloading trucks by hand. And I'm really saying $7 to round it off, because it was actually below $7.
That's $6.55.
It was $6.75.
$6.75. That's that old school minimum wage for you.
Yeah, $6.75. I was making $6.75 an hour. And let me explain what I mean by keys to the game. As Jeff was saying, is I was on a cold front porch in January trying to figure out how was I homeless, sleeping on my sister-in-law's couch. Not because I didn't have any schooling, not because I had a degree.
Yeah.
I had a degree in accounting at the time. Sitting on the couch with zero money in a bank account, with my kids sleeping on an air mattress. Yeah. And I asked myself the question, how did I get here? On a cold front porch. Hey, I'm from the Chicagoland area, guys. So we talking about January 4th, 2004. It's cold. I was on the front porch for 2.5 hours writing down everything that had gone wrong in my life. Wow. And why was I where I was? Because first thing is you got to figure out how did you get here? So you don't come back. Yeah, definitely. So once I realized that this is where I was and what I was doing, I said, okay, the job is an investor. We'll dive into that a little bit later, because that's what it was really all about. Once I realized that people go to work for the purpose of getting paid, as opposed to you think about that job as an investor, you work a little differently, which means you get promoted a little differently. I'm gonna drop y'all some gems on how to get promoted in 6 months. How to get promoted at any job, any place that you are in 6 months. We're gonna talk about that. But what I was doing on that front porch was just going through all of the things that went wrong. Now I'm gonna say this. Okay. You know, we get stuck in everything that went wrong. Facts. Say that. After January 4th, I was done with everything that went wrong. Because you made a conscious decision that you wanted better. Yeah, I wanted better that day. So I went through the process so I could have an understanding of how I got there. Yeah. Not to relive, keep rebirthing it. Because every time you talk about something from the past, you relive it. That's it. Facts. So from that day forward, that was it. I took the paper, read it, crumbled it up, and burned it outside. Because at that point, I was burning everything that was to birth who needed to become. If y'all didn't catch something in that, come on now. This is just a precursor. If y'all didn't catch nothing in that, y'all better catch it. Okay. Go ahead, girl. Keep going. Keep telling your story. But I mean, but it's people like Life Coach Jeff that that in my path that helped that situation. Because you do, one more time, guys, I'm gonna say this: you will not know how to make the change. If you had the information, you would have already done it.
That facts.
So you're not going to have that information when you make the decision that you're going to change your life. I don't care if it's from drugs, from alcohol, from sex, from anything that transpired. You're not going to know how to stop. You're not going to know, okay, how do I pivot? I swiped my credit card. Now, mind you, I said I was homeless.
Okay. So you was homeless and you swiped the credit card.
I had $325 on a credit card.
Okay. I
wanted to grow. So there was a infomercial. Hey guys, this was 2004. Let's keep that part in mind. There was an infomercial about leadership and coaching by Les Brown.
Oh, Les is the man. I love Les.
To this day, I listen to Les Brown every day for the last 20 years.
Man,
every single day, I listen to a quote, a verse, a radio show he did or whatever. I listen to something of his every single day. I swiped my credit card for $325. That's how much it was. I had $327 and some change on that credit card.
Because it won't accept it if you don't have that little cushion. Oh man.
So I swiped my credit card for the program because I wanted to get some positive. I was stuck.
Yeah.
How do I get unstuck? I know that I'm stuck. I know what happened. How do I get to a better place?
And I love that, Rich, because you shifted your mindset. You had to get yourself out of that negative space, and you dug deep and said, I want to change. And a lot of times that be a lot of y'all problem anyway, because y'all want to wallow in the sorrow when a lot of your answers to life's problems be the smallest thing. And the smallest thing is you taking that action. We think that's a big step at times.
It's not.
But I can understand the mindset that you had to be in. That's $325, not just the last in your account. Because if it was $325 that she had to spend, she don't have to pay that back. That was on a credit card.
You had to pay.
You had to pay that back.
Yep. So what I did was I thought to myself, I have 10 months to pay it back. Because you got minimum balances.
Yes. Yep.
So minimum balance, I got 10 months to pay it back. Now I need to get off the couch. I need to get my kids into a better school.
Yeah.
Because if I'm on the couch and they on the floor, they're not in the best state of mind.
Exactly.
But I said this $325 is going to change my life. Took the course. Yep. It was the leadership and development course. And got all the books, all of the support, because it comes back then. It was CDs, guys.
Oh yeah,
back then it was CDs.
Yep, the CDs and the books and the hearing stuff. You got to put in a DVD too.
Yep.
Watch some stuff. Oh yeah, they don't know what that is now.
Oh yeah, and then but the only thing that came with it, what made me say yes, was that it had a support line.
Okay.
And Les Brown was probably the only one at the time that had a support line that you could call in and you could get live support.
Okay.
And that is what made me say yes.
Wow.
So
you utilized that live support heavy, didn't you?
In the very beginning, I utilized it because it was some things with the DVDs that weren't matching up. And I'm one of these people who dive in. I'm an avid reader, so I read a whole lot. In my life, I've read about 20,000 books. Right now I read 2 books a week. I'm reading Profit First and $100 Million Offers right now. Okay. Those are 2 books I'm reading right now. Okay. And I'll explain to you guys why those 2 books, but that's later down the line. But during all this whole process, what I realized was without support, without that, you cannot grow. True. So the support line of Les Brown's program is what helped me beyond the CDs, the DVDs, the books, and all those things. Yeah. It was that live support. Okay, if these situations happen, what do you do? Because you need that. Yeah. And my circle was full of people who wanted to party and hang out.
Girl, say that again for the people in the back. I know where you're going. Go ahead.
So my circle was full of people who wanted to hang out, wanted to party. I'm not a drinker, guys. I don't smoke. Never smoked, never drank. I mean, I've had a couple of drinks when I was very young. I don't remember what happens afterwards, so I don't drink. So I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
Couldn't legally drink at the time, but by the time I could legally drink, I haven't had a drink.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, but it has everything to do with, I like to be cognizant of everything that's going on around me, and you can't be when you're impaired. And some people can, but I cannot.
Exactly. And you know that about you. You know that about you.
I would only have one drink. I had one drink and couldn't remember what happened. So I don't drink at all.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, I even tried to look and see if it was like maybe alcohol poison does it to me. Maybe the alcohol poisons my system. But I had one shot of, I think it was vodka and gin and juice. So we gonna say it was gin and juice. And I had gin and juice. You know what a shot is, a little half a cup.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what happened after.
Wow.
So, and there was nobody around, no spiking of the drinks. It was nothing like that regular family party. And I couldn't even remember what happened. So
wow.
I don't drink.
Wow.
But that's all my circle did. My circle drank, they smoked, they talk trash. That's what went on. So when I was talking about growth and development, they were like,
"What's she on right now?
Who is she?"
Exactly.
I never drank and never smoked, but I was always the one that came and asked questions of.
Ah, okay.
I've always been that person.
You was that person. Yep. You was the different one in the group. Always.
I've always been that person. But did I hang out and drink? I mean, did I hang out and party? Absolutely. I played electric guitar. I used to play in a band. I used to. I tell people my drug of choice had nothing to do with something illegal. I just say that. We'll just say that I'm married 17 years now, so it's a different life. But that was my drug of choice.
Yeah.
Everyone has a vice, regardless of what we want to say or not. I say all this to say that I've lived. So I don't come from a place, guys, to tell it of okay, this is what your life can, what your life should be. That's not how I speak. I want you to remember, who is it that you want to be? And on that front porch that January, I was reminded of who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be someone my children could be proud of. And I prefaced everything around that.
That's awesome.
So I had to change my circumstance. So one more time, you guys didn't hear me say I wanted to be a parent, the best parent.
Yeah.
I wanted to be someone that my children could be proud of. And 21 years later, my daughter wrote the entry to my course. Her picture is the very first thing on there because she wrote the entry. There's no edit. It was how she felt.
Just raw.
How she felt.
Wow.
And to me, that was everything.
So do you feel that you've done that part? Absolutely. Okay.
I feel that that I've become the person who I knew I was that January.
That's awesome. And I asked you that question because a lot of people, some people never get to that place in life. You know, some people, they live their whole life trying to discover who they are. And they try a whole lot of different things, you know, but not realizing that it doesn't matter if, like you said, you lived life, you lived life, but you wanted to create a circumstance where you could incorporate that happiness with that generational wealth.
Absolutely.
For your kids, for your family, so that's what you wanted to do.
Absolutely.
And you had to, and I love recapping this because she just keys to the game, people. You had to change your circle. You had to get out of that element. You had to get out of the environment. See, like when we had Higher Levels with Shay on here, she was talking about poisoning your body. You had to get that poison of people
out of your mind. Yes, because one more time, guys, no one's intentional about the conversations they have.
Let them know.
Now, I want to say this, that they're not intentionally poisoning your environment, poisoning your thoughts. That's not what's happening, but it's because we're not intentional about what we're doing. I was intentional about who I wanted to become.
Yeah.
So that means I had to do some self-care. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, self-care is not get your hair done, get your lining,
let them know,
get your suit. That's not self-care.
Come on.
Self-care is really when you are cognizant and intentional about your environment, the information you intake, the radio you listen to, the people that you speak to, the way you speak to you. That is self-care.
Heavy. But everything she's saying is correct, people. So just to give y'all a little precursor to what's coming. See, this is you have to be a certain way in order to become a certain way. You have to shift something in your life in order to get to the place to where you're trying to go. This is simply all Rachel is telling you that she did. Now, however that looks for you, however that transition is supposed to come to, you get to that conclusion on your own. But the process is still the same.
Absolutely.
The process is still the same.
And the process is the same for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The second that you determine that you want to have your life this way,
mm-hmm.
you step into it. You say, yes, I want to do it. And you start finding a path to it. Some people are going to naturally fall off. You're not going to sit in your mind and plot that person gotta go, that person gotta go, that person gotta go. You're gonna make changes in your life, and people are going to. Oh, I didn't want to talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I have a friend. She'll tell anybody who you ask. If she talks to me about anything other than growth and development, if we're talking about what happened last summer, if we're talking about what happened with these group of people over here, I'm immediately gonna say, hey, I gotta go. We're still friends.
Yeah.
We're still cool.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to have a conversation about what happened last summer,
mm-hmm.
about what they doing over there, and about who's sleeping with whom.
Yeah.
And let me and guys, I'm not saying that's all we talk about, but I want to say this. I don't want to have small-minded conversations. I don't want to have $5 thoughts trying to make $1 million.
Say that again. Say that again for the people in the back, girl.
Yeah, I just want to know, if you're looking to be a millionaire and you're only having conversations about things that are $5, now let me give you the $5 thought.
Give it to him.
Okay. If you're like, okay, where we going to hang out this week? As opposed to what seminar we're going to look at. If you are talking about, okay, what club are we going to? As opposed to what museum are we going to? Are we having a conversation about how we grow every time we're together? Or let's say 60% of the time we're together. Or are we talking about 60% of the time we're together of what happened when we were together last? So those are the $5 thoughts that I'm speaking about.
Yeah.
Because when you're talking about $1 million thoughts, everyone wants to know how the 1% becomes the 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you the why. Because the 1% are at tables having conversations with other people who are talking about growth. They're having conversations about us and how to make us spend more money. So at the end of the day, that's what they're doing. And it's okay because they make the products that we buy.
Mm-hmm.
They make the commercials that we see. They pay for the artists to create the music that we listen to.
Yep.
I got a question to ask you. I want you guys to think about this for a second. If they pay for the artists, if they pay for the football stars, if they pay for all of the sports, and they pay for all the music, the TV, and everything that we intake, why? I want y'all to take that in.
Take it in.
Why? One, it distracts you to be focused on your bigger goals.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it keeps you from being the person that you need to be able to show up with the money. Athletes get paid millions of dollars and are broke afterwards. Most NFL players, after 3 to 5 years, are back at ground zero.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are back at ground zero after making millions of dollars, that means money's not the problem.
True.
Education is the problem. Understanding what investment is. Investing, like I hear people say, I'm investing Bitcoin. Okay. The time to invest in Bitcoin was probably 20 years ago. Can you still invest today? Absolutely.
You ain't lying. But
when players were getting their money, instead of, they didn't want it in cash, they wanted it in Bitcoin. They did that as a whim. But now a couple of them didn't. Once they got the money back, the money made money. They got the money.
Mm-hmm.
Started doing what? Spending it on things.
Mm-hmm. You ain't lying.
So if you don't have a plan of growth, all you're doing is using that money to put back in the economy, like the stimulus checks.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to, this is another thing for you guys to think about.
Come on.
If the stimulus checks only went to the poor people, why?
That is a great question. That is a very good question.
The reason why is because we're going to stimulate the economy.
So you're going to give this, keys. So you're going to give the stimulus checks to the people that could actually put back into the system, as opposed to the people that's actually going to invest in themselves.
So you remember everyone got that PPP money?
Yeah. That PPP money was getting people in trouble.
Everybody had a PPP loan. They would have loans. They were business loans.
Personal prison protection. I'm sorry. I just came up with that right now on the fly. That was your personal prison protection. Go ahead.
So you got the PPP money. People got $10,000, $20,000. What did we do? We bought cars.
Girl.
We went shopping.
Yeah.
We had Louis, Gucci, Fendi.
That's right.
I want to say Louis owns Tiffany. I want y'all to get it.
Come on.
Louis owns Tiffany.
Come on.
Louis owns Christian Dior. You own the purse. You own the shoes. So if you're looking for someone to be wealthy, and you know that the people who want what I got, all I gotta do is put money in their hands. I give it to the people, to the ballers. What the ballers do? They buy jewelry, cars. Who owns the car manufacturers? Who owns the people who owns the houses? Berkshire Hathaway owns 90% of these businesses.
And you know what's so interesting about that? You learn what a monopoly is when you're younger. You even play the game Monopoly.
We even played our whole
to even
life.
know what a monopoly is. You don't understand it till you open up your eyes and you start paying attention. Absolutely. The very thing that is illegal for us to do, they're doing it. And they teach it to you in a game.
Yeah. First off, you get 4 houses to get a hotel. But that is teaching you the basic economics on the life that you're living.
Come on.
But then you go to school. Nothing wrong with school. Teachers, I love you.
Girl, tell them no.
I appreciate you.
Just tell the truth.
I appreciate you. We go to school to learn to work. We go to school to learn careers. When you have a career, you have to work for somebody. Who do you work for? So at the end of the day, I know all of this sounds like a conspiracy theory.
It's not.
But this is how you have to get your mind ready for what's next. So when I wrote my books, I started telling those stories in small increments.
Okay.
First book is about the empowerment piece. What I just went through. What I just talked to you guys about, that front porch. How to get empowered, how to mentally be empowered. Second book talks about making money.
Let's talk about making money.
Hey, we all want some money.
Yes.
So hashtag poverty to 6 figures talks about the poverty mindset.
Hold that up to the camera real quick so they can see that, so they can get it in focus. Hold it right up there to that one.
This one?
That one right there. There you go. Bam.
So hashtag poverty to 6 figures is all about getting the mindset necessary to be able to make money.
Okay.
Because what I did in my career, I made 6 figures. I made multiple 6 figures. I was running around here making 6 figures and broke. I was spending my check before I even got my check.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna speak to you truth so you can understand facts.
Talk to him.
I had 4 girlfriends. Baby, you know I love you. This is past tense conversation. So I've been married 17 years.
She ain't a player no more.
Those days are over. I had 4 girlfriends. I was traveling around the world because I could afford to.
Yeah.
I didn't have $1 in the bank. Not $1. Because as I was saying, we stimulate the economy.
Yeah.
I was a stimulator myself. But remember, I told you guys I'm an avid reader.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, this one more time, that rock bottom, this got to stop. So after I got the mindset to start actually growing in companies. Now here's the gems that I alluded to in the beginning. How to be promoted in 6 months.
Let's go.
Y'all ready? Go to work, do your work, help someone do theirs. Do not be the one that complains. Be the one who has the solution to a problem. That's it.
And I could rock with that.
That's it.
To that right now.
That's it.
To that right now.
That's how I the very first promotion.
Yeah.
I was promoted because we were doing an inventory of 100,000 parts. I won't say the company, 100,000 parts.
Okay.
We had to do 100% inventory. I was like, this is ridiculous. We were there for a week with 50 people doing inventory. I went into my to a desk and started writing down a process of how we could stop having to do this every year. Mind you, I was just a regular person on the floor, $6.75. But I have an aptitude of being able to see complex situations and making them simple. That's a superpower I have. I wrote it, then I went and typed it, and then I handed it to one of the directors, went about what I was doing, asked the guy who was in those departments to say, do y'all think this will work? I did that before I handed it to him. And they said, oh yeah, I would love to do that. Where'd you get that from? A month later, I was offered a position.
Wow.
I didn't do it for a position. I went to work, did my job, helped other people do their job. I didn't complain, and I had a solution to a problem.
Yeah.
That's how if you want to be promoted, that's how you get promoted. A lot of people do what I'm going to say next. You see there's a problem, and you're hollering and screaming about the problem. You are not a part of the problem.
That's it. You need to be a part of the dang solution.
Right. If you are screaming and hollering because there's a problem and you haven't come up with a solution to the problem, you in the mind of your company are part of the problem.
That's it. You ain't lying.
These are facts of how people get promoted within companies.
Yeah.
But those 5 things. You can't be going to work bitter because you had to go to work. You need a job. You need the money.
That's it.
How do you stop needing the money? You build. How do you build? You need an investor. Even investors. So I own properties. I needed an investor for those properties. What did I do? I gave them a proposal. They invested. I fixed up a property, have a property. That is what your job wants. They just want you to come there and help them grow. It's okay. Because while you're helping them grow, you're learning how to grow you.
Because I was going to ask you, what do you say to people? Because I work for a union, and you know how I go with the unions, girl. They always talk about don't be a company man, this, that, the third. So what do you say to those people, who literally want to just stick to what it is they do and don't want to offer nothing to it at all?
I would say this. One more time, remember I said I started off with my circle. I eliminated those people from my circle.
Yeah.
So I don't talk to those people. I was part of a union. The job that we're speaking of, I was part of a union.
Okay.
I was part of a union. I was a union steward.
Oh, so you was in there. You was in there.
I think my car might still be in my wallet somewhere, but I never took it out. It's crazy. Whenever I changed, it's still in there. But I was part of the union.
Okay.
I can't be afraid for my job if I come do my job.
Now that's true. You ain't lying.
If I come to work and do my work, what I need the union for?
Okay, y'all, I'm about to walk off and kick real quick because I did that the first time. Y'all didn't say. I'm about to just do it real quick. Oh Jesus, do it. Yeah. Y'all not ready for what this woman got to say. Oh Lord, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But I'm asking.
Yeah.
But we need the union to get better wages.
Yes.
Okay, here we go with the better wages. Union reps, I apologize. I am not here saying that your jobs are not that you're not validated for your jobs. There are some companies that have policies that need fixing.
Yeah.
However, I'm gonna let me just say this part here. If most union organizations, you have a standardized pay. Which means everybody makes the same, no matter how hard they work, no matter what position they work. They're all into a bucket. That means the person who wants to be an outlier, who wants to build wealth, cannot.
Ooh. I hope she changed your perspective.
Nothing wrong with the unions, because there are many companies out there that need policing.
There are.
However, with the policing, there's the fluctuation of wages because people always you want to be the same. We always we want to follow the process. We want to be the same. But do you know who wins? I want to say this for the record, guys. The person who thinks outside the box.
Yeah.
So the person that thinks outside of the box is the one who wins.
Mm-hmm.
Then all the people inside the box do what?
I don't know.
They lose.
They lose. Because they didn't want to be the one to innovate. They didn't want to be the one to go ahead and take themselves to the next level.
Right.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, Rachel. I really fought with that when I was at certain companies. It was certain things that I was looking at, certain things that could be done. And it was always somebody telling me not to do that. It was always somebody telling me, Jeff, the moment you implement this, they're gonna want to do A, B, C, X, Y, and Z. And you gave me some change. Yeah, you gave me some great clarity today. I'm gonna be very candid and transparent with you. There was an opportunity that I could have taken this year because I love what I do. And some of y'all might be even watching because I love what I do, but I just want to stick to loving what I do. I know if I take the opportunity, it has a chance to kind of catapult me into something. I literally watched the guy get promoted who have been doing the same thing for about 10 good years, just soaking up the knowledge, Because when you start doing stuff without a degree and everything, you got to get that knowledge. A degree is good, but sometimes the people who get the degree shouldn't even have the jobs they had anyway because they don't have the know-how. They don't have the experience.
Very much so. How about this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's take it back.
Okay,
my first promotion, I didn't have my high school degree yet. I want y'all to hear it. I want y'all to hear this.
Listen.
First promotion, I didn't have my high school degree.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get my college degree until I had been promoted five times before I ever got a college degree.
Wow. Because
let me explain what no one asked me.
Go ahead.
No one asked me for the paper when I was able to show them the solution.
The solution. Exactly.
I got a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Ask you guys. Let's go back into the Greek time.
Okay.
All of those philosophers, what college degrees did they have?
0. That's a 0 right there.
0.
Oh, you ain't lying. Some of the smartest people we listen to today didn't have a lick of a degree behind them.
Because, one more time, teachers, I love you.
Come on.
I appreciate you.
She about to lay it on you.
I love the fact that you guys have a heart to help us and help us grow. Without you, we would not have the rudimentary levels of success that we have. I appreciate you. Schools are a system to stifle.
I agree.
They are meant to have you comply.
Yes.
They do not teach you to think outside of the box.
No, they don't. And you know what's so interesting when you said that? I interviewed another lady by the name of Angela Poole. Shout out to Dr. Poole. She has I think over what did she say, 40 years in education, something like that. And she wants to implement a system to where you're using more critical thinking in schools. Because schools, like you said, they don't teach you to think but for yourself. They don't teach you because critical thinking is what we need throughout our whole entire life. It's not a skill. It's what I mean by it's not a trade. It ain't something you can learn and try to use it and leverage it to your advantage. That somebody can teach you. But this is basic developmental skills that we use in our everyday lives. And they don't on a test, right? Standardized testing. Math is the biggest portion. That reading is a big portion. But then you go to critical thinking, it's only like 5-10 questions.
Because if you critical think about this. If you think, then that means you can think about what I was talking about just now.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna tell teachers at Brownell, I apologize for what I've done. At O'Keefe, I apologize for what I've done. At Dulles, I apologize for what I've done. And the reason why I'm apologizing, Fisk, I apologize for what I've done. Now, I was a kid who never, ever did what they told me to do. As an adult, I never, ever do what people tell me to do.
Yeah.
My wife, she cracks a joke to me all the time about it. Let me explain. I am the most successful because I don't do what people tell me to do.
I've been trying to tell people this for the longest time, Rachel. They be like, well, how come you didn't do what I told you to do? How come you didn't listen? Because that wasn't your journey. That wasn't my journey. You do the things that you have to do on your own because one, that's your life. You have to learn from it. And two, you're going to make sure you do not mess up that second time around.
Mm-hmm. That and this is the biggest piece.
Go ahead.
Me. The biggest piece for me is that I listen to what people tell me. I have discernment. Yeah. And having discernment allows me to determine, okay, is this for me? Is it going to move me? Does it?
Yep.
I have a bucket theory, guys. If the stuff is either moving me forward, keeping me stagnant, or on my plate, and I don't know why the heck it got here. That's my time management thing, y'all.
Come on,
check that out. But
come on. I hear you.
I'm huge on it.
Yeah.
If it's not propelling me forward, and it's leaving me stagnant, I want to know why. Am I even involved with it?
Mm-hmm.
If it's propelling me forward, okay, I know I'm on the train of where I'm trying to go.
Exactly.
But if someone gave me something because they wanted me to do it instead of them doing it, and it's not going to help me in the long run, I don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the reason why I apologize to all those schools because I spent most of my grammar school from kindergarten to 5th grade inside of the library. Because because I wasn't a bad kid.
Yeah.
I just was a disruptive kid.
Okay.
I didn't sit in my seat.
Mm-hmm.
And one more time, I don't have any ADHD. This is not where I had some misdiagnosed issues. I had some misdiagnosed issues, but that's not why I didn't want to sit in the seat. I just didn't want to sit there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as a kid, as an adult, I'm still the same way.
Because you know something, you wanted to do something that was going to interest you. And you want to be around stuff. And that's the same with me. School just wasn't, I was never interested in school. I didn't want to learn the curriculum that they were giving me. When I got out here and I started learning some of this stuff for myself, I was like, oh, okay, this is a bigger world. You can actually learn a little bit more from these life experiences and you trying to go the correct way as opposed to, again, somebody telling you what to do.
Yeah. How about this, though? Ask me what my grade point average was in school.
What was your grade point average?
4.0.
Camera back on you. You know what?
Now, let me give you the why.
Talk to him.
Now,
give me the why.
Because I read all the time.
Yeah.
Now, we'll just pick a subject. Science.
Mm-hmm.
I was a science nut. The scientific books that were in grammar schools that I was in, you guys heard the names of the schools. I went to Brynell. I went to Dulles. I went to Fisk. My mother was a gypsy. We moved all over Chicago.
Okay.
But these were my grandma, O'Keefe, Bryn Mawr, that's now a new school name. I went to these schools, and they are already in impoverished communities. Mm-hmm. They're giving you 5-year-old books. Mm-hmm. But in the library, go to your school libraries and look. They still to this day, it's still the same. They had the encyclopedias. Mm-hmm. And those Encyclopedia Britannicas had stuff from everywhere. Yes, it was more of a wide version, a wider angle of learning. Correct. So if you're teaching me about the frogs, I don't learn that. I don't learn about the frogs in school until high school. Mm-hmm. Biology. Yep. In other neighborhoods, I'm not here to. I'm not a race person. Other neighborhoods, they learn about that in like 5th and 6th grade. Mm-hmm. I learned about biology in 3rd because I read the encyclopedia. By the time they were giving me tests on things, I could just do the answers. The only class I failed, and I failed miserably, was geometry. Okay. Because in geometry you have to explain your answer. Exactly. You got to explain that, Joker. I knew the answer, but I couldn't explain it the textbook way. So I failed the class. I failed the teacher, Mr. Mathis. I appreciate him so bad. He took pity on me and just gave me a D. And it was the first time I got a D. And most people be sad. I wasn't sad. Who cared? I mean, I knew the answers. Yeah, you knew what was going on. I knew the answers. I knew how to right angle, but you had to do A, B, C. It's a right angle. I can tell you right here. How do I know this is how I know? I can't. Does it fit into conventional teaching? No. Mm-hmm. But I knew the answer. Yeah. But so he gave me a D as opposed to an F, and I was done with the class. I never had to see it again in my life. Yeah. Because but to this day, you use right angles, you use the information from geometry in your everyday life now. Yeah. So, but I understood. That's interesting. But that all came from me reading. Yeah. And the things in the library. My favorite books in the library when I was a kid was like Sherlock Holmes. Okay. So you like
You like that critical thinking side.
Critical thinking.
That's the part that you like.
And to this day, what I do in my business as a leadership coach is I look at people's businesses and give them 10 steps to grow their business in 10 weeks.
10 weeks. Now, 10 steps, 10 weeks. That's what she said. Let's dive into that a little bit. 10 steps, 10 weeks.
Yes, sir.
So is it it's the same process, same format? You just put it on rinse and repeat for everybody?
Not really.
Okay.
Everyone's business is separate. So what I do is I do 20 questions.
Okay.
20 questions. You tell me about your business, your life, about you. These questions are meant to make you think. Where did I come up with the questions people ask? The same questions that I used in those businesses that I work for.
Okay.
I want y'all to hear it. The same information that I used to grow in those companies. I was a supervisor, senior supervisor, senior manager, RVP. I mean, I've had all those roles. I used all that information from the business world to put together 20 questions that allow me to assess. We have a one-on-one. I give you a plan that's tailored to your business.
Yeah.
And 10 simple steps. Simple. I don't mean anything that's difficult.
Yeah,
anything difficult. That you got. I mean, we'll talk about things like put this product with this product.
Yeah.
That you're already working with, and charge this price, and make a process around this so you can give a customer the best customer experience. An individual wasn't making money in their business. I didn't change one thing about their business. Not one. I just gave them a path in which to put it together so they could offer it to someone for a price that made sense.
And I'll be honest with you. I believe that's what a lot of businesses need. That's actually what Myron Golden does. I took his what was that challenge he did? I took the challenge.
You said you took a challenge.
I can't remember the challenge, but I took the challenge. And when I did it, it was filled with a lot of those pieces in it. Because at that Make More Offers challenge.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, the real honest part about it is a lot of people don't know how to make the offer for people. And a lot of people are scared to present people with a dollar amount because they're worried that they're not going to want to pay. But the thing is, if you were the quote unquote expert in what it is that you do, I got people now. It's crazy because this is what I want to do. I'm gonna let y'all know what I want to do. I got people knocking down the doors of Jeff. How do I start this? How do I get in the radio? How do I do podcasts? How do I do all this? How do you find the guests? How do you talk to these people? Blah, 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 blah. I know what the sauce is in order for me to get paid. I know what I got to do because the demand is already there. Fool, you got to teach. Teaching is where the game is. Y'all really want to know how? Okay. If y'all just give me 2 seconds. Let me cook for 2 seconds.
Take it 20 minutes. Let's go.
Because the thing is this. If y'all really want to know the keys to the game and how to make money, it's all that knowledge that you have to put it out to your audience. They wouldn't be listening to you. You wouldn't gain their respect if they didn't know you didn't have something to give them. So you create the course, you create the dollar amount that you want to offer for this course, you create the length, you put it on paper, you structure it out, and you sell it. Okay, I just had to say that.
Everything he said is true. Now, if you guys remember the beginning of the show, I know we've been talking for a while.
Go ahead.
In the beginning of the show, I named 2 books that I'm reading right now.
Yes.
And one of the books that I'm reading is 100 Million Offers by Alex Hermoso. Now, even though I love Myron Golden, I think he has really, really good information. But let me tell you the one thing that our community does not want to do.
Talk to us.
Pay.
She ain't lying.
Pay. We have a stigmatism on us spending our money. Let me explain to you. Did y'all remember the conversation where I swiped my credit card for $325 when I didn't have $1 to my name after that?
Yep, because I knew how you felt. I know how you felt.
Man, if y'all read, how about this? I had to find out where my kids were going to eat the next day.
Yeah.
Our mentor, Greg, loaned me $20 to get home that same day.
Wow.
He's my friend for life.
Wow.
That $20, I put 10 in my gas tank, and I got my kids something to eat.
Yeah.
But the $325 was that important to me for my growth. $325. I know it doesn't sound like much. Les Brown's course of $325 sparked a revolution in me to make $100 $100,000 in 5 years.
Wow.
So that was the best $325 I spent in my whole life.
We can't make these things up, people.
This is real.
This is real life. We giving you
real life.
This is why I have people come on these shows, to give you real life. This ain't fluff. We're not talking about a dream.
No.
We're not talking about what somebody want to do. We talk about what she actually did, what she is still doing today.
Absolutely.
And with this book, let's talk about your book real quick, because we got 10 minutes.
All right. We get it.
Let's talk about this book, because you talk about making this money. You talking about leading down the path and all this stuff. Tell them what this book is about.
So the book itself is about building the mindset to do so.
Mm-hmm. So
I'll give you chapter 1. Chapter 1, if you go to my website, www.sayimpossible.com, you get chapter 1 free. And the reason why is because it's the most important. The 4 pillars of self-esteem, self-care, mm-hmm. self-discipline, and self-awareness. With those 4 things, you spark everything else. Mm-hmm. So the book itself is really about building a mindset and actually getting to the money. It's about getting to the money. Mm-hmm. Every chapter is a chapter of action. I do not write fiction. I write nonfiction, self-help books that have action-packed steps. Chapter 1 ends with you laying out your self-care, mm-hmm. your self-awareness, your self-discipline. I mean, it gives you step-by-steps on how to do it, but it puts it back in your court. Because no matter what book you read, mm-hmm. one person you listen to, if you don't put any action behind your motivation, you're going to be still where you are today.
She ain't nothing but saying facts. I'm leaning back in the chair because it's all the truth. It's all the truth. And for my spiritual people out there who reading the Bible, faith without works is dead. Continue. I got to let them know.
I truly believe that. I am a spiritual individual. God gave me the gifts mm-hmm. for me to profit. God gave me the gifts. So my gift that I utilize is to help people strategize in their business and help their businesses grow. Mm. Now, I did my mastermind. I do a 10-week mastermind that is on my network. Mm-hmm. I want to rewind that. So I became partners of BHC Media.
Okay.
So I'm the COO of their company, one of the COOs of their company currently. Well, Dr. Carolyn Stevens, I always give her a shout out.
Yeah, definitely.
Dr. Carolyn Stevens' company, BHC Media. I also have a channel on there called CEO State of Mind. Mm-hmm. On that channel, my 10-week mastermind is on that channel, where I real time have conversations and mentorship of 10 individuals and their business, 10 different types of businesses. Because what I do is I provide the strategy with the guide of the mindset that is needed in #poverty to 6 figures. So the book is about building you so your business can grow.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of people who have small businesses. I don't like the word small business. I just don't like
I hear you.
I just don't like it.
I hear
because you are in business.
You're a business.
I mean,
yeah.
You're smaller than the larger business, but all those larger businesses, some of
and you know that's a part of the plan to keep you where you at your level, your mindset. Because if you can be a small business, then you will think like a small
business, as opposed to you're a business that is in business to help individuals find success. Everyone's business is in business to help others find success.
Come on, Rachel.
You want to know how to market? You're marketing to someone's life. Whether you're selling cookies, candy, clothes, services, you're changing someone's life in a way. Shay spoke earlier or spoke on Monday about mm-hmm. the things you put in your body.
Yep.
If that stuff affects that person, it's affecting the person.
There it is.
So if you're selling a t-shirt,
mm-hmm.
I'm Possible is my brand. So my t-shirt, if I sell it, I'm selling empowerment. So one more time, I'm not selling a t-shirt. Did you hear me say I'm selling a t-shirt?
No, you didn't.
I said I'm selling empowerment.
Empowerment. That's it.
That's a difference.
That's a difference.
Those are the conversations you have to have with you. I had a loctician who was part of my 10-week mastermind. Mm-hmm. In 10 weeks, she made $2,000 and she was only doing it 2 days a week. Mm. I had another individual who I think he's been on your show, Selah Brooks.
Yeah, Selah.
That's one of my mentees.
Okay.
Now, during the time with Selah, he made $5,000. Mm-hmm. Now, these are totally different business. He's a brand coach. He's actually my brand coach now.
Okay.
So after working with him, I'm doing a podcast, and I needed not podcast. I'm doing a what's it called? Vlog.
Okay. Vlog.
A vlog.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what a vlog was, but he was explaining it to me. So I asked him for assistance. So now the coach is being coached, because if you got a coach that ain't being coached,
come on,
you got the wrong coach.
There it is.
Your coach is not going to know everything.
That's it.
As they learn, they are going to teach you.
I'm so glad you said that, because I'm telling you, girl, for the longest time, people looked at me as having all the answers. And then when I put the accountability back on them, they don't want to do it. Okay, that was for some of y'all in the back.
Come on to the front. Come on to the front.
Because the power is in you already.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we teach. We teach that you have the ability to change your own life. The coach doesn't do that for you. We give you the steps that we have taken, right? The steps that we have taken and can teach back to you so you can take control.
Absolutely.
Whew, okay. I had to say that because people get confused. They get so confused out here with what we do, don't they?
A coach. Have y'all watched football, basketball?
Break it down.
Soccer.
Break it down.
Tennis.
Come on.
Pick a sport. The athlete is on the court.
Mm-hmm.
Or the athlete is in the field. The coach is explaining the stance, the posture, and everything they need to take.
Everything.
The player themselves picks up the ball.
Mm-hmm.
If they football, they throw the ball. If they basketball, they dribble the ball. They do their shots. They do many repetitions of that shot. Many repetitions of the swing of the racket. The coach is giving them information so they can execute the plan.
There
but
it is.
The execution of the plan is yours.
Is whose?
Yours.
There it is. And this is why, see, Rachel, I have not had another coach on the show. You are the first coach that I've had on the show. And I was very selective on who I wanted to have on the show as a coach, because there are other coaches who have wanted to connect with me. And I've simply just, kind of, that's no shade to y'all, because I believe y'all doing great things. But the issue that I was having was I need somebody with that same mindset as me that can give it to them like how I give it to them, because they're not going to understand unless they hear it from somebody who can say it like how I'm saying it, but they don't listen to me all the time. Mm-hmm. So they have to know that it's the truth.
I mean, it's 100% true. Every coach had a coach. And the reason why you become a coach is because who's the football coaches right now? I haven't watched football in 3 years, but I'm pretty sure that people who are coaching football right now used to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
If they play the game, they're giving you the steps of either things that they wanted to see, coaches teach them.
That's it.
Or things that they have learned along the way.
Come on. Yep.
You only can pour from what you know.
Come on. Girl. Okay. I'm gonna have to let y'all know this. She gonna have to come on again. Before the year is out.
I said this. I love Coach. I love Coach Jeff. I've been watching Coach Jeff. This is such an honor. I've been watching Coach Jeff since he was on Dope Living TV. Was it 7 years ago? 6 years ago?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
So I had to go find Coach Jeff.
That
I had
is
to
crazy.
go find him on social media, because I was like, I said, man, he offered Dope Living. What did they do to Jeff? I was like, this show. Now, hey, I love Greg Gray. I love Gina Gatson. I love Maurice Bishop Jr. Believe you, those are the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I love them. But when you were gone, I was like, what did they do with Jeff? I called Greg immediately. Where is Jeff?
And you know what Greg would tell me? He said, Jeff, you got people that are looking for you because you gone. Said, pop on when you can. Yep, and that's what I was doing. That's when you saw me periodically popping on and everything. And there was no announcement that I was on. I was just available. So I come on. And now I'm just, Greg see me moving. And shout out to Greg Gray, because real talk, Greg don't like for us to talk about him. He don't ever like it.
Greg Gray. If you guys do not know, he has a new book out.
Come on.
Now, I am an advocate for individuals. Let me explain. I'm not in competition with anyone. I'm in collaboration with everyone.
Come on.
So Greg Gray has a new book that came out. It was awesome. I didn't read it. Y'all need to get it. It's $4.99. You can go to Greg Gray on any social media platform and get in contact with him. Awesome individual. He had a show 925.
Yeah, 925
music videos.
Yep.
He has helped so many individuals.
So many.
Artists, authors, photographers, actors. He is a very good individual to get locked in to. If Greg, if you're watching, man, you know at the end of the day that I love your energy, love what you're doing out there. You gotta stay focused on helping everybody like you do. Love everything that you do and bringing individuals together. That's how I met Coach Jeff right here.
It's crazy because you don't ever know who really watching and paying attention to you. You don't know who really pulling something from you.
Absolutely.
Because the thing is, I was just because I always get asked that question. How you be a life coach and you ain't lived that much of your life? Because you want to know what a lot of this is? A lot of this is just doing the right thing and learning from people.
Absolutely.
Literally watching people do wrong. So then you can do right in life.
Open. You were open.
Yes, very open about my experiences, very transparent about where I am, because I ain't got nobody to impress. And I sure ain't trying, let me say this, and I sure ain't trying to impress y'all. All I can do is be Life Coach Jeff. That's it. That's all I got to offer to people. And the thing is, when you honest and you true to yourself, that allows you to be true to others.
Absolutely.
And people will see that resonate in you. They'll see the light radiate out of you.
Absolutely.
And then by the time you get done talking, girl, I done sat up here, been on the show a couple times and cried. And they was like, what's wrong, coach? Nothing wrong. It's just that this is something that I went through and I feel so strongly about it. And I know that it's something that I can pour back into them.
Absolutely.
It's something, man. Rachel, you have just filled my spirit today. You really have.
Vice versa. And I will say this, at the end of the day, guys.
Yeah.
It goes to whether you're listening to Life Coach Jeff, if you're listening to Leadership Coach Rachel L. Gary, if you're listening to other coaches that are out there, get the pieces of information that will help you grow.
That's it.
Find a coach that resonates with you.
Mm-hmm.
You can't turn another coach into the coach that you like.
Come on.
If you like that coach, if you think that Life Coach Jeff is going to help you grow in your life, get with Life Coach Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that Leadership Coach Rachel L. Gary is going to help you build your business and make you some money, for sure.
Because she will, Jesus. She will.
For sure. But you get with that person. Don't take the information, go home, and you get defeated because you couldn't find a success in it.
Yeah.
Get with the people that will help you get to the success.
Mm-hmm.
And one more time. And I'm not saying this because I charge for my courses. Don't be afraid to pay the price.
That part. Yeah.
I said this. I cannot pour from an empty cup. I want to say that again. I can't pour from an empty cup. If I do everything for free, I still got to have a job. I'm going to be exhausted. I'm not going to be able to give you all the information that you need. I'm not going to be able to give you the time you need.
Come on.
I don't say this because I charge for my services. I say this because you guys have to understand the value that people are pouring into you.
Come on.
Do you want 100% Rachel L. Gary, or do you want me to give you 50% because I've been at work all night and I'm coming in trying to give you enough information to let you be okay for the day, and I need to go get me some sleep?
Come on.
Which Rachel L. Gary you want to come up? Do you want the Rachel L. Gary that's going to make $2,500 to $4,000 a month for you?
Come on.
Or do you want the Rachel Garrett that's gonna be like, man, all right, you're gonna make a couple $100. I'm gonna make sure you make some money. You're not gonna leave here with nothing. That's not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be able to grow your life and build your legacy. How do you build that legacy? You need the information that you have in you, plus the strategy we're gonna talk about, and then we're gonna move forward. If you're looking to make drastic changes in your life, you're gonna call Life Coach Jeff. Hey, Jeff, I'm having this issue. What can you help me with? So I can find it in me to grow. One more time. Find it in me to grow. Because Jeff is going to pull out of you what's in you.
That's it.
He's not going to pour into you and then you're going to become a different person.
No.
Because you are already the fabulous, extraordinary person already.
Mm-hmm.
The things that might have happened in your past might be stopping you to get to the future you.
Come on.
Get to the future you.
Because I'm telling you. Shoot, a lot of y'all listen to me. Y'all can transition right to this woman right over here. Real talk. I'm being honest. Because when I help some of these people get through stuff, they be like, Jeff, I just need something to get me through the day so I can do something else. Yeah, that something else is sometimes making that money. You go right over here. Okay? Because I'm telling you, we break that. We do the best we can to break down these limiting beliefs, to shatter the barrier, so that way you could go to the next level. Me and Rachel don't do this just for fun.
Absolutely not.
We do this because we have information that we know that can help you. We have life experiences that we know that can transition over to your life. That's why we do this. At the end of the day, if you want to be a coach, it can't be all about you.
Not at all.
And it's a lot of coaches who make it so much about the money that they've gotten so much success. That's all they care about. They lose the essence of trying to help people. And we are literally on this level, on this ground level, moving every day. Even I just did this radio conference, y'all. Every day, we talking ground level every day, so that I can take something that I got out of this and give it back to you.
Absolutely.
Because that's going to be in another episode. Some of these do's and don'ts and some of these experiences. Y'all don't know a lot of times. Girl, they don't understand. A lot of times when I come on here and I talk for that hour, that's because they're getting something that I experienced that day. And it's a lesson from that, or something that I've already done previously within that week that they have no prior knowledge about.
Exactly. Hey, I on my show, I was having a problem with the 2 buildings I bought. So the 2 buildings I bought, I had an issue with the contractor.
Yeah.
I had just, right before the show, I had just left from, he was upset about I wasn't releasing his money. I said, when you finish, you get your money. I don't curse, guys. I'm not saying anything wrong with cursing.
I curse for you.
How about this? My grandmother used to have, you guys might not, you might be a little young. She used to have a dictionary that was this high. You use a word that even sound like a curse word, you was in the dictionary. First word in the dictionary is AA. Second word is aardvark. I'm telling you guys, this how many times I done read that dictionary. But because of that, it allowed me to articulate differently.
Yeah, definitely.
Before, I was cursing the guy out, cursed him all the way out. Came into the radio station, had to take a moment of meditation before I got on the air.
Yeah.
So I can get that energy away from me.
That's it.
And I told my audience about the moment. That had nothing to do with what my show was even about.
Yeah.
But it was on my spirit of one, I allowed someone else to take me off my square.
Facts.
So who's running Rachel O'Gary? Rachel O'Gary or someone else?
That's it.
So I don't let outside sources determine how I'm going to think, feel, or do anything in my life.
Come on. All right, y'all. Listen, we have given y'all knowledge today, but we got to go. Okay. Now, listen, Rachel, I'm going to have you shout out what you got going on social media, where they can find you, the whole nine, because they need to hear this. Because y'all, I'm telling you, if y'all solicit me, y'all need to solicit Rachel. Go ahead. Guys,
at the end of the day, this is where you can find me everywhere on any social media platform as Rachel L. Gary. Get locked in, because right now I'm going on a 13-month run, and I do mean run. Get locked into. It's going to be a vlog called Author Hustle, Chasing 10,000 Copies. My 3rd book is coming out called Freedom Has GPS, Set Your Destination to Success. What is it about? Freedom, real freedom, freedom. After you make the money, this is how you make the money, and hashtag poverty 6 figures. After you make the money, how you start really building a legacy, how you not just buy properties, not just getting stocks and bonds, what freedom really looks like, feels like to you. That's what the 3rd book is about. And every book and everything I have is all about action, action, action. So as I said, you can find me on any social media platform at Rachel L. Gary. Any of my works, courses, anything I offer, as well as to just watch my TV channel. I'm not the only person on my TV channel. There's other TV shows there. And you can go to www.sayiampossible.com. One more time, that's www.sayiampossible.com. That's where you can find me, just like the shirt says, because the impossible doesn't exist. The word says, I'm possible.
Whew, that's what I'm talking about. All right, y'all. Y'all better got something out this show today. So listen, it's your boy, Life Coach Jeff, coming to you live, along with Miss Rachel L. Gary. And as always, listen, man, redirect, regroup, refocus, and we love y'all so very much. And as always, peace out.
Redirect your mind to the open lane. Regroup your thoughts, let go of the strain. Refocus the vision, it's all in your name. Jeff got the mic, sparking up the flame. Redirect, regroup, refocus, we thrive. Guiding your spirit, keeping dreams alive. The vibe is deep, the truth's in the lines. It's your time, now don't let it pass by. Struggles in the rear view, we moving ahead. Wisdom and hustle, ingrained in what's said. Jeff bringing light to the stories unsaid. Keep the focus straight, don't just lay in your bed. Switching the gears, shifting the tone. This ain't a journey you walk alone.